happened at a banquet, and I've never actually written them down before, so this is the first time, and so yeah, if there's anything to help me after writing like 5 essays in one day, it's more writing. So, last time I gave a speech, it was, I was talking about how this team has been a family to me, and not to beat a dead horse, I'm going to get to that in a second again, but I want to talk about something else first. That point still stands, that didn't change, obviously, but I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about legacy. Specifically, the legacy of a winning culture. To me, a winning culture is not the same thing as actually winning. See, winning is really superficial at its core. A winning culture is when you take out that superficiality and you replace it with something that has genuine meaning. I joined this team 4 years ago because I loved running, not because I was interested in the team having a winning culture. That was just a happy accident. The last 4 years really saw the creation of this winning culture I'm talking about that's built on 3 things to me: courage, kindness, and bond. Courage is very much the easiest one for me to point out. I mean, just look at everyone who put everything they had into this season. I want to specifically point out the stake meet. Even when essentially the outcome is predetermined, you guys put everything into that. You guys jumped in head first, even though you knew, what was lying ahead, and that will always be the most admirable thing to me in the world. That is what courage is. Next is kindness, which I have a short little story that happened earlier this season, and that's really all I'm going to say about it. So back when the season was shut down for a short period of time, we still got together, we kept doing some runs, practicing, and I remember one time we did that. We were running down the street, and some woman was walking her dog, and the dog detached itself from the leash, ran off, and knocked the woman over. A couple of us stayed behind to check to make sure the woman was okay, and I think it was like a group of 3 people. I know you were part of it, Jay. Yeah, I think you were part of it. And actually chased the dog. And I don't think we were ever able to find the dog, but I remember getting a call from that woman later. I think it was he talked to Mr. Graff, and then he brought out to us, and we were freaked out because we thought we did something wrong, because that was the things we came at us with, so thank you, I really appreciate that. And, but then he told us that the woman called to thank us. That's all I really have to say about it. That's the kindness part. And then finally, there's bond. I don't want to go too into detail on this one because that was literally everything I talked about last year. But I really did mean it when I said that this team was like a second family to me. I pretty much structured everything about my high school career around this because this was the one thing I looked forward to. And it wasn't even so much the running. That was a pretty big part of it. But just being around you guys has been truly probably the best thing in my high school career and one of the greatest experiences of my life. And you know what? In the end, I kind of have to thank Coach for that. She was the one who fostered that environment, that winning culture I'm trying to talk about. She was the one who brought us all together, the one who pushed us to be better than the sum of our parts. She deserves every single bit of praise. She is the puppet master here. She pulled the strings, but they were good strings. They weren't like evil dark strings or something. And I have to thank her so much. I can tell you all of us are proud of her, and we as a community should be proud of her, so can we just give her a round of applause for a minute? Finally, I wanted to say something to the leaders who are coming in next. Don't feel like you have to live up to us. Make this team something special. Make it something of your own. Make it your team, because that is what this is all about. You are the next generation of this, and I know you're going to make something truly special. And one more thing, Ben, I'm going to try to come to the next one. If you're not giving a limerick, I'm going to lose it. So you have a good idea. If you're going to do it, I will be severely disappointed if you're not doing the same thing but in poem form. So thank you. This has really been probably the greatest